Hi, everyone. This is James from Praagh. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. And welcome to the new people that I've never met before. You don't know my work. And I hope that you will get to know it now because I've been very excited to share this with you. To my friends at Hay House, we've come together and we talked about this. And we have found through my own work and also with their books and their publications and their works that people that come to really get involved with, we've called the New Age, but soul searching, if you will, as I call it, they come to a point in their lives they really want to know, what are they supposed to do here? What is their soul yearning to do? And I've been this for 40 years. I'm a spiritual medium. I've done mediumship for over 40 years. I was really the first medium ever on television before John Edward and Sylvia Brown and all the rest of them. I was out there doing this work for a long, long time. And I'm known as a survival evidence medium, which means that my job is to bring through evidential details, names, places, events that only the spirit person would know and the living person, the recipient. And during my 40 years of doing this, I realized that number one, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher to help other people realize who they are, what they should do with their lives, if you will, to remind them who they are. I often say that I'm just a mirror that reflects you. So think of it that way. So my friends at Hay House and I decided to send you or give to you a 4-day challenge, a 4-day challenge of spirit worker, to be a spirit worker. So many people have asked me over the years, am I a medium? Do I have mediumship ability? Can you see that? How do we know that? Am I psychic? Should I go into the psychic business? Am I intuitive? Or am I a healer? I'd like to know, what is healing? How does it work? And how do I know if I'm a healer? Which one of those 3 disciplines or those roads works for me? And it's a very good question and should be answered. So this is a 4-day challenge. In the next 4 days, I'm going to help you to recognize which part of your soul, an aspect of your soul that is calling for you, that is reaching out. And I will tell you this, once you take a course, a workshop, sometimes reading a book can start it. But when that happens and you're there, first of all, nothing's by accident. I do believe that there are no accidents. I do believe that everything is in divine timing, divine intervention. And I believe that your soul brought you here today. You're viewing this because the people on the other side, your guides, your teachers, loved ones, have really brought you to this space right now because they want you to open yourself up, perhaps, to give you the opportunity, perhaps, for you to look at yourself, fully look at yourself in a very safe space and go deep within yourself to answer who you are and what are you here for and what do you like to leave this earth with once you go. So I hope these next 4 days, this challenge I'm going to give you, you will take part and really enjoy the insights and the perspectives that I'm sharing with you. Now, for some, you've done this before. Some of you are already working in the field, and that's fine. But I know and I realize as a teacher and as a student that we are all students and teachers, that every single day on our path, we meet a student or a teacher. So hopefully I will help you to look at yourself in a different way, to understand things very differently. So we're going to take this 3-day challenge with the 3 disciplines that people are most interested in, that they really have a calling for. Psychic, okay, which today I'm going to talk about that. Healing, the next time, and mediumship. Those are the 3. And I'm going to really give you a little bit of a background per each, describe per each, and then give you some exercises here. And also, when you're not on Zoom, we're not on the video, you're going to do them by yourself at home and see what happens. Now, what I would often tell my students, which I'm going to tell you, is to keep a journal. It's a very good idea to keep a journal through these 4 days because you want to write down your insights, your progress, something that just comes over you, something you didn't know before. It's like aha moment, because they do happen during this. Because you're here right now, your soul, your spirit has opened up to possibilities, the possibilities of your soul. And it's really, really interesting because I often, and through this work, I've learned that I don't look at myself as a human going through this journey, this experience of human life. I really find it's more truthful to step back and be objective and realize first and foremost, here's the first entry for your journal. First and foremost, that you are a soul having a human experience, not the other way around. So if you can look at your life, that you're a soul having this human experience, that you're really not the human, you're just in a play, if you will. As Shakespeare said, the world is merely a play, and we're merely actors upon the stage. It's very, very true. We have a play, we're working out a play. Our souls come back to this school, Earth, Earth School, and there are many, many schools. But this Earth School is really reserved for those souls, souls who are unevolved in a way, or just baby souls who are going to a nursery school, first grade, middle souls, middle school type souls, and then maybe postgraduate souls who are the healers, psychics, light workers, if you will. So we are thrown into the school with people and disciplines of all different belief systems, if you will, and viewpoints, perspectives. And just because of that, it creates scenarios, various scenarios, very acts or scenes in this play in which we act out. We have to act out. Now, we have to act out of who we are. I believe that life is a series of choices, and all choices, that's all it is. If you look back at your life, you will see that every part of your life was a choice you made. And all choices are based on two things, either love or fear. And most of us have found that we're raised with fear because we're pretty open as kids, till about 4, 5, 6. We're very joyful and happy and innocent. What happened to that, right? Where did that go? It's still within us, but probably around that age of 5, 6, 7, we begin to become programmed, if you will. Programmed by teachers, by family, by adults, parents. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you have to do it this way. Yes, you get an A in the test. Yes, no, that's not the right thing to do. No, you can't do that. So in a way, it becomes, we want to please. We want love. Every single person wants love. And as children, you really want love. And you look to your parents and the adults as the ones who can teach you that you know better than I do. And many times, unfortunately, we are pushed into, I've got to be better than, got to do better than, you're better than that. And there are all these rules that we have to adhere to. And we soon find that we're living in fear because we better do this or they won't love me. And that perpetuates itself, I believe, throughout life, through early life, and teenage years and school, adulthood, if you will, and probably to the middle age time. Eventually, I find many people will look at themselves and they don't feel happy. They don't feel fulfilled in their lives. Something is missing. What is it? And they tend to then go on medications or psychotherapy, and they get into this spiral, if you will. And there's no self-worth, no self-love. What's wrong with me? That whole type of thing. When really it comes back down to the childhood, trying to live what other people expect you to live. Living what someone else wanted you. Instead of living who you are, you become a people pleaser, trying to please that person because I really want love. And you might not do this consciously, unconsciously. I just want to please them because I think I'll get love. Starts with parents. So many people become people pleasers and give away their power. You will not be happy until you get your power back, until you live your true soul power, who you are. Every single soul, I say, is like a snowflake. We're each unique and distinctive and individual. No two are alike. And that's really where we find God. We find God in every person because God is different in every single person. If we can find the diversity in each person, we'd find God. But we first got to find God within ourselves, that spark, that light of God, that unconditional love. And it starts with self. So instead of looking at yourself in a fearful way, or I'm not good enough, I should have, I could have, I would have, don't do that. That's not good. That's negative talk. We don't want to put that out into the ethers. We want positivity. Even if you think that, erase it. Many times, I don't do it as much as I used to now, but if a negative thought comes or I say something negative, I'll immediately say, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. I don't want to send that out to the universe because thoughts are things. Everything is energy. As you'll find in the next 4 days, everything is energy and how you use energy and how energy resonates within you and around you. So it's important that in the next few days, you open up your mind to a different way of looking at life. to a different way of looking at yourself. And you've already made it. You're already here, which is great. So I'm just going to ask you for the next 4 days, this challenge, just let yourself be wrong. Let yourself, it's okay to be wrong. I like more wrong than right. How is that? It's a class, or what we're going to share with you is you don't have to be right. How's that? So we're going to take that pressure off, and we're just going to be. We're just going to feel. We're just going to experience without an outcome. How's that? Oh my goodness. So I'll get you ready for that. Do not worry. You're not on your own. I'm here with you. So that's important. So many people, as I said, want to do spirit work. A spirit worker. What is a spirit worker? Well, it's a general term, but it's those three disciplines describe the psychic healer medium. A spirit worker is someone who works with the light, someone who works with their soul, if you will, their soul's light. And they kind of share their soul's light with everybody they come in contact with. And some people resonate with the energy of psychic, intuitive self. And some will resonate with a healing energy, bringing balance. And some will resonate with mediumship, reaching the higher realms of the spirit world, that consciousness, and bringing that back to the living to prove there is no death. So one of those you will resonate with by the end of these 4 days. And I've designed this wonderful challenge for you, which has been very successful. And I've really worked hard to get this done. So stay with me. It'll be great. One thing I have to mention to you, once we go through these challenges and these exercises and these insights, there's going to be a part of you, and this is true, you should think about this, another journal entry here. Think about this for your future too. And this applies to your whole life. That whether you see somebody in a Zoom call, video, or on television or movies, or when you go out and hear a lecture, when that's possible, getting a lecture, and you look at someone and they're maybe honored in some way, they're up on a pedestal. I want you to just feel their energy, feel what they're saying, feel their words, feel what they're saying. Do the words that they're saying, that they're projecting, they feel right to you? Do they resonate within your being? Okay. If those words resonate, it's truth for you. It is your truth. It is your soul food, and you need to eat it and take it all in. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. It's not for you that time. But take it slow. And again, with me too, just because I'm here doing this, a lot of you might not understand it. A lot of you have to take it slow because it's maybe a new way of looking at things. But if it resonates as truth, feel it. Now, we're going to get into non-judgment. We don't want to judge. We're so used to the human world. Anytime I do this, it's like reprogramming you, because we're so used to being in the critical mind, right? The left brain. We have to analyze things and critique things. It's got to be fit into this box to be right or be wrong. No need to do that this time. I just want you to feel. I just want you to feel whatever you're going to feel. There's no right. There's no wrong. Isn't that great? It's really about just being. Just be. You've heard about that. Let it be. Just be. I'm a pretty down-to-earth, pragmatic person, as you might be able to tell. And I know that's very true, because when we're neutral, we're opening. We're opening ourselves up to any possibilities. There's a very famous Buddhist saying or insight. You can't push the river. You can watch it go by, but you can't push it. So you can't control it. Many people want to control because they've come to a world at this point where they have to do this to be loved, or this to get their job done, have to be accepted, have to do this. We don't have to do that here. You don't have to do that here at all. Don't be pushed. This is just for your experience, just to be. Just let it be. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. So when we judge something, oh, that's wrong, don't judge. Don't do that. When you judge, you're looking at it from a fear point of view, fear-based. Remember, life is a series of choices, love or fear. If you don't get something right, don't blame yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't do that. You're God. Don't do that to God. Don't discolor. Don't put toxins into that God space, that vessel of light that you are. And so say, well, I'll try again next time. Look at it maybe differently next time. But don't put yourself down. It's a bad habit, and one we have to break, because judgment is fear, and love is the only thing that's real. It's love and fear. Try using love. Try being compassionate with yourself, understanding we're here learning. This is our soul school. We're here to learn. Remember that. Every day we are learning, no matter who you are, no matter if you're head of a state of a country, or you're just someone who works in a bakery shop. Doesn't matter. We're all souls in a position to learn and to receive. No reason to beat ourselves up when we're learning. Okay, that's very important, and that'll affect your whole life. Okay, so the spark of God, which I call love, each one of us is made from this spark of God, this light, which imbues us. And before we come back into this incarnation on this earth, we really are of this light. We're more conscious of this level of light, of this awareness, of this expansion of who we are. And we tend to come down to a vibration of a three-dimensional world. And we go down, really coming down, it feels as if we're descending, and we go through what's called the valley of forgetfulness, which means that our conscious mind is going to forget everything from our past lives. And it really goes back to our subconscious mind. Okay? All that stays is subconscious, or as I like to call it, the soul memory. So everything is in your subconscious or your soul memory. We come back here with a clean slate, if you will, in the conscious. It's a clean slate. People often ask me why. Well, it's really a grace from God. Because if we came down here remembering all the bad things, the ill things, the not nice things we did to other people and to ourselves in past life experiences, we would be more obsessed with that and getting that right than actually coming back this particular time and working on the lessons we planned for this curriculum we planned for this time. So that's why. Now, it's not to say that you cannot reach those other spaces and places in the subconscious. That's what happens. We do this type of work, and you will do that. You're opening up a sense of yourself, a part of yourself, which is very, very important. So it's interesting because as you open up to that spark of God, and whatever challenge it's going to be, whatever exercise it's going to be, you're going to be touched. You're going to be opened up to that memory of who you are, that you are pure love. You are pure love. And once you taste that or feel that spark of God that's lit up, it's almost like it's lit up. It's like a match that lights up that spark again. No matter what you do in your life, whether you stay in the healing arts as a psychic, a healer, medium, or you go somewhere else and work as an accountant or work in programming or whatever, that spark will still be lit. And I guarantee you, no matter what, that once that soul spark is lit, you'll always come back to it. In some way, you'll always come back to it. Now, it might not be as a healer, a medium, or a psychic, but it might be. Maybe you'll do missionary work. Maybe you'll do social service work. Maybe you'll do something to help people. You will. Because once that is lit, a remembrance comes up, a memory of who you are. You're a soul, and your soul is lit. So that's really interesting as this process continues on. So you'll be able to use it in any area of your life, which is really important. And I don't want you to get impatient. Don't be impatient. Because really, I would say, and doing this for 40 years as a medium, the most important parts of my development were in the developmental stages. I learned so much more when I was learning and preparing to do the work than actually doing the work. I learned that each step of the development was vital in attuning me to a level that I had to eventually reach. And that it's almost like building blocks, one on top of the other, and they were all very important. And remember, whether you're going to work on any three of these disciplines, you have guides. Every one of us has guides around us, and we're really working with them to help imbue their energy within us, to light up that aspect of our soul, our intuitive aspect, our mediumistic aspect, our healing aspect. They're imbuing us. And as we sit and develop day by day and be patient with the process, you will find out new things about yourself. You'll let the spirit world, your guides, open you up even further, open up your mind, opening up this mind with different perspectives. You look at something very different. You look at people very different. Even after these 4 days, you'll begin to look at people very differently. I promise. I promise you. So it really will change your life in a matter of you look at life differently. Your choices will be different if you choose that. If you go from your heart instead of your head. And right now, a lot of you are in your head still, right? That critical mind. But really what we want to do in the next 4 days is bring that sense of dropping from your head to your heart, because heart is really where God is, that spark is. So the more you can get down to your heart, which knows no judgment, which knows no limitations, which really just is, it's love. It's feeling that love. And love is the energy that's needed for all these disciplines. And it is that love, when that's illuminated, when that spark is lit, it'll affect every area of your life. And imagine this, if you walk into a room and you're this vibration of love, nobody might know it, right? But you do. Within 5 to 10 minutes, people are going to look at you and, hi, they'll come warm up to you. They might ask you questions. You'll notice there's an attraction because there's something lit within you that they have too, but maybe they haven't discovered it yet. So it'll change. It also changes meetings, business meetings you might have. You walk into a room, people will listen to you more because there's something you have which they haven't discovered yet. So watch that. You'll see it happens all the time. I've written down a lot of notes so I don't miss anything. So I really want to take the time to thank you also for being here because it's an important time, very, very important for you here. And in some ways, circumstances in life happen for, I believe, very specific reasons. I don't believe in accidents. So this is just one time, one moment, but there are 4 other days. My psychic, my challenge, my 4-day challenge for you. You know, I work a lot with parents who lose children, and I'll never forget it because it always sticks with you. And I'll never forget several of the readings would be where children would say to the parents, you don't understand right now why this has happened, but later on in your life, you will know why. And I've had so many emails and mail from people saying, you said this 10 years ago or 5 years ago or even 20 years ago, and now I know what my course is. And I know that my child passed over to get me on my spiritual path. Now I thank you. So things happen for a reason. So I don't think you just came upon this. I think it's a very important time for your soul. There's a calling. Your soul is calling you out. And it's a good investment for your soul for the rest of your life, really, for the rest of your life. Now, days 1, 2, and 3 of this challenge, I'm going to include exercises. I've created some exercises before, now, that'll really open you up to that specific discipline. Today, I'm going to cover some psychic exercises for you, and then we're going to do healer and mediumship. And these shouldn't be rushed. And many of these exercises I'm going to give you now to do when you're here, but also during the day. During the day, there's going to be so many exercises that will really value you and benefit you in so many ways. So today, really working on the intuitive self, on the psychic self. Day 2, I'm going to be talking about mediumship, and really it's going to be all about mediumship, and you're still calling you, what's the different discipline in mediumship than psychic, because they're very, very different, right? So in psychic work, we really want to, if you will, perceive. And it's all about the living here. It's about the time and space now. But mediumship is the past. It's the past memories that you're bringing in from the spirit world. And it's opening up to a different energy, very, very different. Every psychic is a medium, but not every medium is psychic. Not every psychic is a medium. Because in mediumship, you need a psychic foundation. So that's something to share with you. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about your higher self, the unconscious. As I mentioned before to you, when we come back onto this earth, the unconscious, that stuff that we lived before, all the soul memories, go back into that unconscious state, which is always there, by the way, the unconscious. So the 12th house in astrology is the unconscious. So you should see what planets, if any, you have there, what aspects you have in that 12th house. Very unconscious, and that rules your life. So that's very interesting. I find astrology to look at. I did some research too also in psychotherapy. It's known as the conscious and unconscious minds. And many times it's interesting because some psychotherapists that I have worked with really refer to the subconscious as your higher self. And I would say to them, well, the higher self is, yes, imbued with the work as a psychic. As a psychic, which we're going to cover now, psychic or intuition, really, I believe you're using aspects of your higher self will come through to you to give out an insight, a perspective. It's really your higher self that's coming through the unconscious or the conscious mind coming out and giving you information. When I first started development, so interesting. I remember this so well. When I started development, I saw this it was an inverted iceberg upside down. Well, first I saw the tip, right? The tip. But the tip was here, in my forehead, outside here. And I remember the more and more I developed, it widened and widened and widened and widened, and then it became like this. And that's really what it's about. We're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. And as we get more involved in this awareness, it expands even to a larger space. So that's really important because it's your past memories, if you will, or things in your subconscious that all will affect your readings, the messages you give to people, the insights you have with people. Because I do believe there's a great deal of knowledge in the unconscious beliefs and past lives. And I think you're called here at this moment in time as a psychic, as a medium, as a healer, because of experiences you've had in the past, which will influence what you do today and what you do tomorrow, right? So I want to read you something from Penny Price. She's a leading expert and author of an intuition expert, which I thought was very, very good. And there are some authors I don't resonate with, but I did with Penny. And she mentioned this, I wanted to share. She has a view that when intuition arises from the unconscious, it often comes through the five senses or in the physical body. The higher self is described as understanding the interconnection of everything that exists in time and space. So it can generate global perceptions and transcendent experiences. Very interesting. So there's a whole world outside of us. And as I often will say, the soul is within this physical body, this overcoat, if you will, just this container. And the soul, when we think of the soul as 80% outside the body and only 20% in the body, because that's really what it is. Maybe not those exact percentages, but there's more outside of us than inside of us. There's more out here than within here. But within here, the heart, that God spark, is really enlightened with all the realms that are around us. So your job is to really open up your mind and open up to that space. And the best way to do that, I believe, is love. Love. And whether it's stilling the mind, which you will do through meditations, stilling the mind, you're stilling the waves. We get away from the phonetic left brain and calm ourselves down into the heart space. So we're going to do that first. Because I believe that, as you would know, it's much easier to hear and to feel and to know things if you're in stillness. If you find stillness, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through reading a book, whether it's through watering a garden, whatever it might be that you find you're still, that's watching a sunset, that's what you need, stillness, in order to hear, in order to listen, okay? Okay. So the most important thing is an open heart, open-heartedness, so that heart glows and grows. So the intuition. What is intuition? Well, intuition is the soul's voice. It's the voice of your soul. It's your GPS, if you will, the soul. It's been through many eons and eons of spaces and times and places, lifetimes. And that soul has not changed. That soul has grown and expanded based upon experiences. And that soul is your tuning fork. It's a tuning fork of who you are. So to get to know who you are, you first have to get to know your soul. So as you go through life, I would love for you to refer to yourself as my soul and I. So look at yourself first as a soul, my soul and I, not the human. The I is the human, but my soul is more important. My soul lives on. The human does not. This physicalness goes, it decays, it ages. Soul never does. Soul is limitless and continues living and experiencing. So it is your tuning fork. So the more you can listen to your soul, the more you will be able to be completely accurate in the choices that you make and the insights that you have. The first thing I want to do with you now in this space and time is to share with you, we could say it's a meditation, we could say it's an inner journey, we could say it's a stillness exercise, whatever works for you is just fine. And whether you've meditated before or not, it doesn't matter. I just want you to listen to the sound of my voice. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, I will take you on a journey. And that's all it is. And if you have a hard time, your mind is going to wander here. That's okay too. That's fine. That's normal that happens. We have, it's called the monkey mind. We have these little thoughts in our head all the time, over 100,000 thoughts a day. So we have to realize that these thoughts are going to pop in. So the best way to deal with these outside thoughts running in, like, oh, what am I going to have for lunch or dinner? Or, oh my, did I put the garbage cans out today? Or whatever it might be, these spontaneous little thoughts, that's fine. But when you go there, when your mind goes there, that's fine. Say, okay, acknowledge it, and it goes by. It's like being in a boat, if you will, like say a rowboat, and stillness on the lake, but the waves are coming in. You still got to find stillness. So the way to find stillness right away, go back into your breath. Your breath is really going to be your guide, because the breath is really a gift from God. A breath sustains life, and it brings balance to your life. So we'll always go back to your breath, and you can go to your own breath. And you do that without even being conscious. Isn't that amazing? You don't have to be conscious of breathing. But for now, I'm going to bring you to a nice soft space to find stillness. So wherever you are, just close your eyes, and you can be in a chair or you can be on the floor. It doesn't matter. Good. And take a deep breath in and through the nose and out through the mouth, and in and out and in and out and in and out. Good. Just keeping your eyes closed. I'm just going to bring you on a sweet little journey. So, as you have your eyes closed now, what you've done is you've closed out the outside world and you illuminate the inner world of light, the inner world of your soul. And now is the time for exploration of your soul. So, as you close your eyes and you look at the inside now, become aware of light, your soul's essence, a feeling, a bubbly essence of some sort there. And be aware, of course, of all the different organs of the body: brain, the heart, the lungs, kidneys, pancreas, all the different ones, the stomach, everything. And become aware also of the blood that's beautifully flowing from the heart all through your body, all through the systems to feed the physical body. And as you breathe in now, I want you to set the intention of the breath. This breath is a healing breath. This breath is using the prana, the energy of all life through the universes. And we're going to bring that breath in to our physical bodies to enlighten, to open ourselves up, to be still, to let go of any energy within us and around us that does not belong to us. Any upsets, disagreements, conflicts, anything that brings imbalance to the body, the mind, and the spirit. We're going to set the intention to release all of that with the exhalation. And with that exhalation, all that energy leaves through the nostrils down. It'll go all the way down to Mother Earth. For Mother Earth, Gaia, is a magnet. And she needs our toxics. She needs our debris in order to fertilize the earth and transmute it to love. And that's what she does. So now we're going to take some beautiful healing breaths. And you can imagine, if you'd like, use your imagination as much as you'd like. Use your imagination. Just like a child would use your imagination, I welcome all of you in this 4-day challenge to use your imagination. That's just fine. I'm going to imagine a golden white light that's beautiful and warm that comes down and touches the top of my head. It's like beam me up, Scotty, but it feels this universal, loving, healing light that is ready to cleanse, to release, and to purify. So as you inhale through the nose, welcome in that beautiful healing energy to all parts of the body. And inhale. Every cell, hold it too. Every cell is surrounded, muscle, bone, organ. 2, 3, and now exhale. And blow it out. Blow it out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Good. And again, inhaling this beautiful healing energy to go to those areas that need balance and healing in the body, the physical body. And inhale. Beautiful golden light, holding it 2, 3, surrounding, getting attached, all those impurities. And exhale, blow it out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Good. You're already feeling a change. You're letting yourself feel it, which is good. And inhale. That beautiful light energy, beautiful pure energy coming through the body, the bottom of your feet, all the way down to your toes, and feeling it, getting all the toxicities and releasing, and exhale. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Good. Good. Now we're going to continue the breath, bringing more of that light into the body. And inhale. And exhale. And be still. Be still. Be still. Just find your own stillness. And inhale. And exhale. Be still. Be still. Be still. Good. And again, inhale. And exhale. Release and be still. Be still. Be still. Good. And just for a moment, I want you to place your awareness in your heart area and begin to know, sense the entire body, how you feel still and calm. And our first intuitive exercise, I just want you now to feel the energy above you, all above you. What does it feel like? This big bubble that expands about 12 to 16 feet above us. What does it feel like, that energy that's above you? Inspirational, warm, knowledge, some wisdom. What colors do you feel? Any colors there? Blues or purples or golds or whites? What do you feel? And don't think, just feel. And if you feel nothing, that's fine. We're just going to scan the outside of the bubble. Good. Now to your right side, just with your imaginary hands, your imagination, feel to your right. How is the density of that energy? Does it feel any different than the energy above you? Is it thicker? Does the energy extend more out? What does it feel like emotionally? Do you feel any colors in that area? Reds or oranges or blues or purples or golds? What greens? What do you feel? And how far does it feel the energy goes out? And guiding your hand, your imaginary hand down towards your feet area below you, feel the energy outside your feet. How far does that go down? Does that extend down? Can you feel your connection with Earth? Can you feel going all the way into the center of the Earth and feeling grounded with Gaia, Mother Earth? If not, imagine then that you have roots at the bottom of your feet, and these roots go all the way down and branch out to smaller and smaller roots, connecting to all of your favorite rocks and soil Gaia has given just for you. You'll find the exact perfect ground, soil, terra, rock for you to feel nurtured and structured and safe, secure, centered, and connected. What do you feel when you connect? Do you feel the sense of connection, centeredness, oneness? Any colors you're sensing? Good. And now begin with your imaginary hand to your left side, feeling the field of energy or fields of energy. How far left does that feel, the field extending out? Is it further than the right side? Shorter? If it's shorter, what holds you back from feeling it longer? Just asking. What colors, if any, do you feel or sense? Are there words that you can sense to the left side of you that your soul would like you to feel? Good. And now move back toward the top. I'd like you now to imagine again a white light surrounding your entire field, a bubble in front of you and behind you. to the right side, to the left side, all around you. And then encircling that with a beautiful pink light of unconditional love. And just say to yourself, may God go before me and show me the way. May God go before me and show me the way. May God go before me and show me the way. For God is your soul. Your soul will show you the way. Your soul is love. Love is God. Love will show you the way. And slowly open up your eyes and be as one. Maybe shake your hands so you're back in the body. I know you don't want to come back to the body. No one ever wants to come back into the body once they leave the body. And when we leave the body, we think of your feet. My toes, my feet, hitting your legs with your hands, nice tapping. Really, when we talk about leaving the body, it's a consciousness. It's different levels of consciousness surround us. So we take the mind, which is part of the soul as well, and we go to a different level of consciousness. It's really leaving the body. It really is. So the next exercise is a fun one too. It's easy. But again, I don't want you to get into your head. And that's why we started with the heart. I want you to feel everything. So psychic is feeling. So once more, I want you to, and again, be as open as you can. There's no wrong way. Just what you experience. It is what it is. So close your eyes for just a moment now. Good. And as if you have a magic wand or a magic hand, a magic screen, I want you to imagine that you're standing in front of yourself and you're sitting down or lying down on a bed, but your higher self, your oversoul self, is right next to you. And your oversoul self takes a hand, and what they're going to do is scan your body. So I want you to feel that you're scanning your body from one side to the other, and do not rush this. Go very slowly and begin to scan the body. What do you feel as the scanning goes toward each part of the body? Start with the head area and slowly go by the head. Is there anything that is telling you in your soul, psychically, intuitively, what are you feeling above the head? Is there too much worry in your life? Are there too many other people's energy in your life? Do you carry other people's energy with you? The weight of the world with you? What do you feel? Again, no wrong way, no judgment here, just you're feeling the body. Good. Coming toward the forehead now. What do you feel there? Are you open or closed? Open to new ideas. And physically, what do you feel? You feel pretty clear there? Great. Now to the eyes. Feel anything with the eyes. Anything the body is telling you. Your body will tell you. Your body will tell you exactly what's going on. You just have to listen with your heart. Checking the eyes out. Good. I'm not going to go too slow because I want you not to think. So we're going to scan that now down toward the nose and the mouth. Anything with the mouth, the body's telling you. Anything with your teeth, the gums, anything there. Just to listen. And the ears, anything there. Good. And now your higher self scanning the throat area. Very important chakra center. So scanning that area, anything there in the throat, any organ problem, thyroid, anything there in the throat area that you have to look at, that your body is telling you. What is your body saying to you? Do you need more rest? Do you need to drink more? Do you need to do more dental hygiene? Do you need to just rest your voice? Do you need to express yourself more? What's going on with that? Do you need an adjustment? Then go down now toward your chest area and your heart area and just feel, what is your body telling you? Listen. Good. Lungs good. Heart, yeah. Now at the intestinal area and your solar plexus. As you get to your solar plexus, it's the number one psychic center. This is really should be probably hot, or will begin to get very hot soon. The more you use your psychic self, your intuitive self, that center gets very hot. But I want you now, just the body scan. Let your body tell you anything going on with your digestion. What's happening? Do you eat too quickly? Is the body telling you it can't absorb? Is the body telling you there are certain things, certain products it can't absorb, certain materials that are not nurturing for it? What would the body like more of as you go through the intestines and the digestive system, the stomach, colon? What does your body need more of? What is it telling you? We always get a lot here. I'm getting a lot. Seeing a lot of green vegetables myself. Okay. In the colon, more water. Yes, I understand. Good. The reproductive area, anything there? Everything in balance, out of balance? What do you need? What is your body telling you? And go to your legs, your thighs, your legs, your knees, skeletal body. Just become aware. Everything in sync, everything is as it should be. Think of the body as an old clock, like a grandfather clock, and winding, winding, winding. And every once in a while, we've got to retime it. We've got to recalibrate it. So maybe in the body, as your body tells you, it needs some recalibration. Maybe it needs some movement of energy through it. That might help to nurture the body. So how can you do that? Just ask the body. It will tell you. Knees and legs and your feet. What do you need? More support? Good. Good. Very good. And still there with your eyes closed. Now I want you to imagine now your higher self goes right to your heart space. In your heart space, your higher self sends green light from their hands, their palms, right into your heart, opening up that green chakra, that beautiful unconditional love. I want you now to flood yourself with this green unconditional loving light, as if you're swimming in unconditional love. You are all that. Let's swim in that. If you're having a hard time imagining that green flooding of water, perhaps swimming in a pool of green light, what is it that you lack emotionally? What is it you're not seeing emotionally? What is it you have to deal with emotionally? What are you not being honest with for your heart to be protected? Are you empowering yourself or giving your power away? Good. Just for you to know for yourself and slowly open up your eyes and be as one. Good. Now, these are channeled because I didn't write those down. So this is how I work. So it's straight from spirit. A couple of exercises I want to leave you with, which is going to be great. The body scan is a good one. Pay attention to that. The body always knows. The body will always tell you. Again, when you get out of your head into your heart, the body will indeed tell you. So these are some funny exercises. Fun exercises. And I find with intuition, with psychic exercises, the more you use your intuition, your gut, your solar plexus, it's like a muscle. The more you engage, the larger it grows. It does. I've been doing a lot of crunches lately. Let me tell you, I'm starting to get, I think, a 4-pack at this point. But the more you use this part of yourself, and that's how I developed first. I developed psychically. And how I did it was little things like elevator banks. So which one's going to open first? What do I feel is going to open first? Not what I think. What do I feel? And the more you do it, the more accurate you'll be. You get an email. Well, maybe you can think of someone, 5 minutes later, the phone rings, that person. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm getting an email from, and you get an email. Or there's an invoice that you usually don't get, and try to imagine how much it's going to be, and there it is. Another fun thing you could do, which is great, is when you're at a traffic light, roll at traffic lights, and try to imagine when it's going to change red. Right. Wait, traffic light, red. Let the traffic light show you, what do I need right now as you're sitting at a traffic light. Red, green, yellow. As if it's green, go through it. Red, stop. Yellow, warning. Just something to work with. This is another great one. And I want you to use your invisible imagination for this. So your intuition, your soul's voice, uses energy. It's the energy all around you in the space. So next time you're with somebody, Okay, it can be family, it can be a friend, it can be a business meeting, it can be a Zoom call. I want you to feel, because like a tether, a feeling, your heart, your solar plexus goes out, and you can sense the energy of that person. You can just sense what you feel about them. Okay, don't think. What do you sense about this person? Is there something they're not telling you? Are they dishonest? Are they a joy? Is there something missing in their lives? Did something happen in their childhood that affects their life now? Are they not living their life fully? Are they completely happy and completely thrilled with everything they're doing? What do you feel? And if it's appropriate, you can ask them. If not, keep it to yourself. But also, when you go into a building, when you go into I do this all the time at a store. When I walk in that store, I feel where sounds strange, where the sale items are. And I do. I get the best prices in fruits and vegetables. And I feel, if you will, not that I invade people's spaces, because that's not right. That's not integrity. But I feel the sense of the auric field that I'm walking into. If I'm walking down an aisle and someone's coming this way, I'll feel their field beforehand. We do it unconsciously, but now I want you to consciously feel the energy. Okay. And that's something you can practice. We'll go shopping, try that at the store. When you go to the cash register, feel the energy of that person. What are they giving out? Is there something they're bogged down with? You'll find so many different, it's a whole different world for you. And it's an interesting world, really, really interesting. And traffic is a great one too. Where's a car going to come from? Do I make a left turn before I look? And look, yes or no? Oh, no, I can't. Didn't think I could. So try these little things in traffic. So also remember that when you're with a lot of people, I find it's very, very important that you take the time to clear energy, because you're going to be picking up energy from people all around. Because being a psychic person, an empath, energy is all around us. And we're like the Velcro suit. The more empathic we are, the more we feel energy. So every night before I go to bed or in the morning shower, I imagine after I wash the physical body, I wash my energetic body. And I stream golden light through the body and around, just like we did. And I say that same prayer, may God go before me and show me the way. So I'm kind of protected in a way where there's a universal law of like attracts like. Only that of that vibration will be there, that frequency. So if you have love around you, only love will find you. Negativity won't. Try it. It works. Do it every day. So I want you really to feel more and think less. And I do it every day, going out and walking my doggy in my garden. I feel the plants. I feel with the birds. If a bird makes noise, I try to feel where they are. I feel how the plants are. Oh, they need water. Oh, they need fertilizer. And it works. I'm telling you, this works. So, and before you have a meeting with somebody, I want you to go, because there is no time and space, try to perceive, to intuit what the meeting is going to be like and what will the outcome be. Okay. Another way you can use your intuition, if you have books at your house, just pick one book out and open up to any page and let your focus go to one word. And you can take out the book and say, what do I need to know right now? Open up, and there it is. It happens. It happens all through your life. If you go through your room, your office, your place you live, go to objects. Say, what do you feel from this object? Is there a lot of love? Is there something? Is this a important part of my life? Do I need this? Does it help me to grow? Is it empowering me, or is it not? Is it time to let it release it and let it go? So I'm doing that right now. Right now, we're in a very strong transformational time, and it is time to let go of a lot of things. So intuitively, go around your house and release that which you no longer need in your life. Start with objects. Very good. I can't get rid of books. I can't do that. Right. And last thing I want to leave you with, which is really, really important. Think about your way. Think about your way of how you look at life. How do you look at life? Are you one of these people that go 9 to 5, go through it, got to get through it, got to get some money to pay the rent, to feed the kids, or do you look at life from a different perspective? It's really important when you're objective than subjective. Objective, you're outside. Subject, you're inside, subjective. So I want you to be objective all around you. So I want you now to raise those antennas now for the rest of this challenge, okay? And in your journal tonight, here's homework for you. In your journal, I want you to write any word that pops in your head. Any word, one word, just write it down. And then I want you to go through the breathing exercises we did. Just bring yourself to stillness, find stillness. And then I want you to, like, in another maybe level of awareness, I want you to start writing, automatic writing, okay? And I just want you to just write. You're just the instrument. And this is very intuitive because you're going to write from your higher self a message to you what that word means and why you picked it. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that for today, and I'll be with you back tomorrow again. We'll explore more of psychic medium healer. Tomorrow we'll do mediumship and more exercises. And I really enjoyed the time with you, and I hope you've enjoyed time with me. Look forward to seeing you in the next couple of days. Thank you, everybody. Blessings.